Hello, everybody. This is JJ with the Obama Factor 727. If you'd like to email me, you can email me at obamafactor727@gmail.com. Excuse me. There's a couple things I'd like to talk about today. I'm going to talk a little bit about Obamacare. I'm also going to talk about a little bit about the Mandrake system. I don't know if you've ever heard of that, but I'll discuss that a little bit. Juan Williams on Fox News said something incredible that I've got to cover that with you. It's going to blow your mind. And a little bit about GM and how much money we're spending to relocate our jobs over to China and Brazil. So, to get things started, I want to talk about this book. There you go. You can see it a little bit. There. Okay. You've got to read this book. This book is an awesome book. Okay, I'm almost done with it. I don't know if you can see the marker, but is this better? There we go. So I'm almost finished. Learning a lot. Very frustrating when you read The Creature from Jekyll Island. Very, very frustrating book. I get very angry because we're all being deceived. We're being deceived on what money really is, how it's created. I'm going to jump a little bit ahead. The Mandrake mechanism is basically creating money out of thin air. And that's the power that we've given the Federal Reserve. Now, the Federal Reserve is basically a cartel of banks and owned by the Morgans, Rothschilds, and a few other families, mostly European families. But their assets are unknown. They say on the internet they're audited, but you never see a report. None is published. So it's like, it's frustrating. It's a hoax, you guys. And what I want to make you aware of is that we are all slaves through our taxes to the Federal Reserve. Now, before the Federal Reserve was created, and I'm getting off topic here, but anyway, before the Federal Reserve was created, there was no income taxes. And after the Federal Reserve was created, then there was debt created, interest on the debt, and that's when they applied a federal tax to every American, working American. So read this book. It should be mandatory in all high school and college classes. It's a fascinating study of how money is created, how it's controlled by the Federal Reserve and the IMF, the International Monetary Fund, and the World Bank. So I just can't go into any more detail than that. I could speak the whole, I try to keep these to 8 to 10 minutes. I could fill up the whole 10 minutes with that. Anyway, a little bit about Obamacare. It shouldn't surprise you. It kind of surprised me. But over 600,000 policies, actually 616,000 policies have been canceled by insurance companies to the insurer who have, basically major medical. Because in Obamacare law, or the Affordable Care Act, it states that if your policy doesn't cover certain items, like say pregnancy, it has to be a part of your insurance policy. And a lot of these, critical care policies are kind of ones where if something extraordinary happens to the insured, then it'll kick in. And a lot of self-employed people buy that because it's inexpensive and they're healthy. But because of Obamacare, or the Affordable Care Act, the government's saying, no, you have to spend more money. No, you've got to have a full policy, period. There's no choice anymore. And so Kaiser, Blue Cross, Blue Shield have all sent out cancellations. This is just the beginning, folks. Millions of policies are going to be forced to be canceled because of Obamacare. Millions. And the reason why that is because there's a dirty little secret. And that secret is this, is that 7 million people need to be signed up through Obamacare in order for it to work. 7 million is the key number. Listen for that number throughout the year to come. And as this Healthcare Act gets brought into the daylight day by day. I'll never forget the day when I saw Pelosi say, Nancy Pelosi, let's not read it, let's just pass it and figure out what's in it. And it's ridiculous what's in it. Up to 44 new taxes are in it. Most people's health care coverage is going to double. And what's going to happen, that this 616,000 policies have been canceled, actually is probably going to be closer to 7 million. That's the number they're shooting for. They want 7 million policies to be canceled. So those people are forced to buy Obamacare. And this is going after the self-employed. This is going after the individuals that are actually creating jobs. Not for those people that work for nice corporations and have great insurance policies. So, it's very frustrating. I hear this stuff and I fall off. I fall out of my chair. I seriously do. So again, we know it's going to create more costs. And Obama said, if you like your insurance, if you like your doctor, you can keep it. Period. He said. Period. I'm quoting. Well, that's not true. Period. You lied. Period. 3 times you lied. You can't keep your doctor. You can't keep your policy, and your taxes are going to go up. Period. So. Watch for that number 7 million. That's a key factor for Obamacare to be successful. And they're going to create more cancellations. The government is going to, they're forcing you to buy insurance. I'm not going to do it. I won't do it. I refuse. I refuse to do it. I will not do it. I won't sign up for it. I'm suggesting that you tell all your friends, neighbors, strangers, do not sign up. Do not go to the exchanges. This needs to be a protest. We need to have a reverse not sign up plan. We're not signing up, period. Because you lied 3 times, period. Oh, man, he's going to rule the day. He said that. And Juan Williams, I can't believe this guy. He goes on Fox News and says this. He says the reason why Obama, the Affordable Care Act, is causing those people to cancel their policies is because they're going to get better ones and they're going to have more coverage and it's going to cost less. 3 more lies. They're not better. The deductibles are higher. The insurance cost on a monthly basis almost doubles for everybody, and they lose their doctor. Insane. And even Chris Wallace had to talk him down. They go 1-1. No, that's not true. Well, he didn't. He was too polite to say Juan was lying. But everybody in the panel had a gasp. They went, "What? Come on." It was just a bald-faced lie. And that's what Democrats do. That's what liberals do. They will tell you lies over and over again until you think, well, that's got to be true. It's not true. Start the protest. Start with me. Don't sign up. I'm not going to sign up. No way in hell. No way in hell am I going to sign up. Forget it. Never going to happen. Okay. Here's another new thing that the government's trying to do. The federal government is trying to put a device in your car to track your mileage so they can tax you on how many miles you drive. That's actually been being introduced by a congressman named Bill Schuster, S-H-U-S-T-E-R. He's a Republican out of Pennsylvania. I'm shocked. I can't believe that a Republican congressman would propose a tracking device be put in your car, by the way, which can track you and tell the government where you're at all times, or at least where your car's at, and track the mileage and tax you based on how many miles you drive. Do you know that the federal government has 18.4 cents, 18 cents and a quarter penny is tax, additional tax on gasoline for roads and stuff like that. And they're still saying they don't have enough money for roads. And then in California, 39.5 cents is tacked onto our gasoline as taxes. And California Assembly and senators are trying to introduce a driving tax as well on how many miles that you drive. Oh, did you know that Governor Moonbeam signed into law that where little boys and girls can decide which bathroom they want to go into now? That's actually law. So if you're feeling one day that you're a little boy and you're thinking, well, no, I'm really a girl, or even in high school or junior high, I feel like a girl today, so I'm going to go in the girls' bathroom. I mean, it's ridiculous. That's a law. That's actual law in California. I'm stunned. Oh, another thing. Last thing. Okay, GM. We gave GM over $60 billion. $60 billion to save them, supposedly. But a part of that agreement was that they had to close down Pontiac. So that's why there's no more Pontiacs. They had to close them down. And we lost all those jobs. You know where those jobs went? They went to Brazil and they went to China. And, they're getting, not paid nearly as much as an American worker is. And, they're paid like maybe anywhere from $1 to $5 an hour on the high side. Then you got Foxconn over there, who employs hundreds of thousands of people that pay less than $1. And the people have to live there where they work. They work 12 to 18-hour shifts. I mean, they're slaves. They're slaves. And that's all for the Apple iPhone, which I call the slave phone. And I actually have one. I'm embarrassed to say that, but I do. I didn't know that. It's frustrating, very frustrating once you learn that. But anyway, I hope this was educational, informative. If not, please email me. Let me know what you'd like to discuss. I try to keep you on top of Obamacare statistics and what's happening. It truly is a law of slavery. It's all it is. And it's just another tax, you guys. It's all it is. It's just a punitive tax. So please do pass this video around, subscribe, tell your friends, neighbors, and strangers about it. Write your congressman. Keep President Obama in prayer. You know, was saying all this, I am a Christian. I love God, and I love people, and you know, I care about Obama. I think he's a little misguided. God, I got to tell you this before I go. Obama is funding his brother through Kenya to export and Muslim teachings throughout Kenya and the Muslim Brotherhood. And this is not coming from me specifically. Actually, it was reported in Saudi Arabia, who's was very pro-Obama, not anymore. In fact, they turned down a UN security seat because they didn't want to be involved with Obama whatsoever, or the United States. So anyway, I want to keep it short. You guys have a great Sunday, and I'll be chatting at you next Sunday. So again, this is JJ with the Obama Factor. I'm out.